Hello students, welcome to PhD Jobs and Admission. This is Gauri. So in this video, we are going to see most important top 10 MCQs on characteristics of research. And we are also going to see smart tricks while solving these MCQs and as well theory about it. So after viewing this video, the concepts about characteristics of research will be solved. Okay, so watch my this video overall, and whenever you get any doubts, then you can ask me in the comment box. Okay. So students, as we know that we have to give paid PhD entrance examination and it is held on 6 November. So it has total 100 marks and it has two sections, section A and section B. Section A is for research methodology and it carries 50 marks, and one question carries 1 mark. Okay, and that's why we are going to provide you this complete course on research methodology, and in this we have completed all these units which are available in the syllabus of research methodology. Okay, so in this complete course we are also providing you full syllabus video lectures in which theory and MCQs both are available, and also we are providing you full syllabus notes, mock tests. We have 10 mock tests like this, and in one mock test there are 40 MCQs, so overall there are 400 MCQs. We are also providing you more than 1500 MCQs revision PDF. Because of that you can revise this topic very well. Okay, and all these things are available in Hindi and English, both the languages. So I will give you 100% guarantee that because of this course you will secure passing marks for this examination, and also it will help you to tackle with your interview session. Okay, so by this course you can download global online app. For that I have provided the link in the description box, or else you can WhatsApp through these numbers. Okay, and this course is available only in 699 rupees. Okay, so students, let us start with our first question. So in this question we have given these four options, and it has been asked that from these options which is not the characteristic of research. So whenever we talk about the research, so research is a systematic way of finding a solution to any kind of a problem. So research is critical, okay, and it is systematic. So let us see the options. First is research is not passive. That means research is active. So it means that research is based on the evidence. Okay, it is original. It is not the copy paste from any type of theory or anything. Okay, so that means research is active. So this is one of the characteristic of research. Research is systematic, as we have seen that research is systematic. So it is also its characteristic. Research is not a problem oriented. That means in the research we find the solution to our problems. That means it is not problem oriented. So this is also one of the characteristic of research. Research is not a process, as we have seen that research is a systematic process, and also it includes number of steps. For example, introduction, objective, then literature, hypothesis, and etc. Okay, so that means research is a process, but here research is not a process is given, so this is incorrect. So this is not the characteristic of research, so the correct answer is 4. Okay, now in this question, a research problem is feasible only when. So when the research problem is feasible, so what is research problem? So research problem is any kind of a statement of the question. Okay, and for that we have to find solution through the research. So it is the unsolved situation or unsolved concept, theory, so that we call it as research problem. So when this research problem is feasible, so the options are: it has utility and relevance, it is new and adds something to knowledge, it is researchable, all of the above. So utility means it should be helpful, and relevance means it should have any kind of a relation to any kind of a topic. That means research problem should have utility and relevance, and then it should be feasible. So this is the correct one. It is new and adds something to knowledge. So whenever we have existing knowledge and we are adding to it, and based on that we are making new theory on it, then and only then research problem is feasible. So this is also correct. It is researchable. Yes, it is most important thing that our research problem should be researchable and then it will be feasible. So this is also correct, and that means all of the above is the correct answer to our question. Okay. Next is authenticity of a research finding is its. So what is the authenticity of a research finding? It means that the conduct and evaluation, the conduct and evaluation of research are are genuine and credible, and also research is worthwhile and contributed to field. Okay. So this is the meaning of authenticity of a research finding. So you guys tell me that from these options, what option will be correct? Obviously objectivity, because we have seen that objectivity is the characteristic of a research where we are making that kind of a research finding authenticate. That means it should be original, it should be worthwhile, it should be genuine, it should be credible. And these two options can be correct but not whole, because validity means that whenever we are using any kind of a instrument for our research, then the ability of that instrument to measure what it wants to measure is its validity. Okay. And originality means that our research work should be original, it should not have any kind of a plagiarism. So in objectivity part, all these things are there, means that it is the authenticity of a research finding. So the correct answer is 2. Okay. Which one among the following statements is correct in context to research? So we have given these statements and it has been asked that what is correct about the research from these statements. Okay. So let us see the statements. First is research refers to a series of systematic activities undertaken to find out the solution to a problem. Yes, we have seen that research means that it is a systematic way to find out the solution to a problem. So that means it is the correct statement. It is a systematic, logical, unbiased process. Unbiased means that it should have equal chances. Okay. Wherein verification of hypothesis, data analysis, interpretation and formation of principles can be done. So as we have seen that research is systematic, it is logical and it gives equal chances for everyone. That means it is unbiased process, and in this we verify hypothesis. That means that we verify the predictions. Okay. Then also we do data analysis, then we interpret those data, and based on that we form the principles. So this is also correct statement. It is an intellectual inquiry. That means it is based on the ethics, and based on those ethics it does inquiry or quest towards the truth. So research is one of the thing where we follow the ethics in research, and based on those ethics we inquire or we find the solution to our problem. So this is also correct. It enhances the knowledge. This is the basic thing, that whenever we do the research, it enhances our knowledge. So this is also correct statement. So you guys tell me what is the correct answer to this question. Obviously option 1, because all these statements are correct about the research. Okay. Now students, on what basis did Jean Piaget give his theory of cognitive development of humans? So Jean Piaget gave the theory of cognitive development of humans. So what is the basis of that? So Jean Piaget in his cognitive development of humans said that children's get their knowledge by observing and manipulating surrounding world or the surrounding nearby environment. That means based on the basic things happening in the surrounding them, they get their knowledge. So it is the kind of the basic research, that means the fundamental research. Okay, so based on the basic research or fundamental research, Jean Piaget gave his theory of cognitive development of humans. Now let us see the options. Evaluation research. So in evaluation research, we evaluate the facts or the concepts. Fundamental research means basic research, as we have seen in this example. Applied research means whenever we have a problem in a particular type of a theory, then based on that theory we apply the research, okay, to know the solution to a problem in that kind of a theory. So this is applied research. Action research means that whenever we take a immediate action on the problem to find the solution to that particular problem. So this is the action research. So the correct answer to this question is 2. Okay. Now in this question, students, research problem is selected from the standpoint of has been asked. That means that research problem is selected from the point of view of. Okay, so the options are social relevance, financial support, researchers interest, availability of relevant literature. So it is very important that what is the interest of researcher. So based on his interest, researcher would select his topic. Okay, and whenever he is selecting his topic, he will also see what are the resources of his research, and that's why these two options are eliminated, because there is no any standpoint of view of researcher or the resources available where research problem is selected. Okay, and the second option is financial support. Okay, so financial support is the basic need which is required for our research. Okay, so this is also not a standpoint of view. Okay, so this is also incorrect. So the correct answer to this question is social relevance. So based on standpoint of view of social relevance, research problem is selected. So the correct answer is 1. Okay. Now, in this question, what are those conditions where a research problem is not viable has been asked. So, here we have given some conditions and we have to identify those conditions where a research problem is not viable. Okay, so let us see first. It is new and adds something to knowledge. As we have seen that what is research problem? Research problem is any kind of a difficulty or any kind of a statement of question where we have to give answer to that question. Okay, so whenever we are forming a research problem, so we have to add something to our existing knowledge and new knowledge. Okay, based on the research problem. So whenever we are solving that research problem, we give the solution, okay, like this. Okay, so this is one of the condition where research problem is viable, so this option is eliminated. It can be researched, it means that it should be researchable. Okay, so any research problem should be researchable, then and only then it is viable. So this is option is also eliminated. It has utility and relevance, means it should have any kind of a benefit and it should have a relevance. So this is also eliminated. It contains dependent and independent variables. Variables means that these are the factors who changes their values based on other factors in the study. Okay, and dependent factors means depend on the other factors, and independent factors are not depend on any kind of the factors. Okay, so whenever there is a research problem and it will be viable when it does not contain dependent and independent variables. So this is the correct answer to this question, that is answer 4. Now in this question, which among the following phrases does not correspond to the meaning of research as a process? So from these statements we have to identify the word or the phrase which is not have the meaning equal to research as a process. So we have to find out the word which is not having the meaning of process. Okay, so just it is simple. So first is problem solving. So whenever there is a research, okay, research is a process, and whenever we have any kind of a question, then we solve problem. So research is a problem solving process. So this option is eliminated. trial and error. In every kind of a process there is a trial and error. Okay, so this is also eliminated. Objective observation. So objective observation means observing something with objectivity or with authenticity. Okay, and that's why this is the correct answer to this question, because the meaning of objective observation does not emphasize that research as a process. Okay, and the last one is systematic activity, means systematic process, and as we know that research is a systematic process, so this is also eliminated. So the correct answer is 3. Now, in this question, which of the following is not a characteristic feature of a research process? So, from these options, we have to find out the option which is not the characteristic of research process. Okay, so as we know that research process is a systematic process. Okay, and that means it should have empirical approach. Okay, so empirical approach means that it should be based on the evidence that we see from our sense organs. So the evidence is what? Evidence is the observation that we observe by our sense organs, so it should have a strong evidence. Okay, and we should analyze those evidence critically, so it is the empirical approach. So in a research process we should do critical analysis. Okay, so critical analysis means we are analyzing our data by the critical method. Okay, that means by very pure method, very original method. Okay, so we are analyzing the data. Okay, so this means critical analysis. And whenever a researcher do the research, then he should control the factors, okay, which can affect the factors which are in our study but which are not used in the study. So that means in our research process there are controlled conditions. Okay, not uncontrolled conditions. Okay, so let us see. First option is empirical approach. As we have seen that research process involves empirical approach, that means it is the characteristic feature of research process, so this is eliminated. Systemic endeavor means systemic process, so this is also eliminated. Uncontrolled conditions, as we have seen that in a research process there are controlled conditions, so this is the correct answer to our question. Okay, critical analysis, as we saw that we critically analyze our data, so this is also eliminated, so the correct answer is 3. Now, in this question, which of the following sequences correctly reflect scientific investigation? So here they have given us different types of sequences of scientific investigation, and from these we have to choose correct one. So scientific investigation means what? It is a scientific method, and there is particular type of steps involved in the scientific method. So what is first step is observation. So in observation part we are observing different kinds of phenomena. Second is what? Second is conceptualization. So conceptualization means what? We are constructing the question or concept, okay, based on the data available or based on our observation. Third is theorizing. Theorizing means we are connecting our these concepts, okay, to the existing theories, okay, and based on those theories we are giving our assumptions. Okay, that means theorizing. Fourth is deduced consequences. Deduced consequences means what? Based on these three steps we have our data, so now we are analyzing those data and then we are finding out conclusion on it. Okay, so this is deduced and consequences. Okay, and the last step is that verification. So whatever we have analyzed, so we have to verify our solution. So the to verify our solution is the verification part. So now these options, you tell me what is the correct sequence of scientific method. Obviously, answer is 4, because here first is observation, second is conceptualization, third is theorizing, fourth is deduced consequences, and the last one is method to verify them. So the correct answer is 4. So students, thank you for watching this video. So if you have any doubts, then please ask me in the comment box, and stay tuned for my next video at 9 a.m.